Charlie Cheese's Pizza Playhouse was the Australian branch of Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater that operated in the country from 1981 to the mid-1980s. These Australian locations were renamed to Charlie Cheese's Pizza Playhouse instead of carrying the original Pizza Time Theater name, due to cultural reasons. There were a total of 2 Charlie Cheese's locations opened in Surfers Paradise and in Carina, Queensland. The first restaurant in Surfers Paradise opened in March 1981 as a franchised location. The location would be the company's very first restaurant outside of the United States, and one of only 2 international locations opened in 1981. It was actually just the 28th Pizza Time Theater to ever open. The restaurant was located inside of a large family entertainment venue called Grundy's Paradise Center. The restaurant had different decorations and signs than the locations in America, like this sign, and even had unique ride names. The location had a unique stage that was a mix of a shelf and a balcony stage. The Munch and Pasquale animatronics were both portrait cyberamics and had their own doors. Their stage also featured a cheese crawl under the characters. The stage would also feature Madame Oink as their guest character. They would have a Dolly Dimples show in a separate cabaret room. The restaurant would be featured on an Australian news broadcast in 1981, which featured the Dolly Dimples show and the showroom with the shelf stage. The Grundy's restaurant even had their own custom Charlie Cheese's tokens made. This is what a Charlie Cheese token looked like. It featured the Chuck E. Cheese head on the front with the restaurant name and a picture of Australia in the back. Many different pieces of Charlie Cheese merchandise were also produced during its time open at Grundy's. These were things like a Charlie Cheese plush, pins, and bumper stickers were produced as well. Some of these pieces of merchandise have survived till today. The restaurant appeared in a lot of promotional material for Grundy's during its time open. The location would only be in operation inside the venue for a year, until it relocated to Carina, Queensland, sometime in 1982. The Surfers Paradise location was the very first Chuck E. Cheese location to be closed. Most of the original animatronics were likely relocated to the new location after this location closed. The new location, on 1151 Creek Road, opened sometime in 1982 in the Carindale Shopping Centre. This Charlie Cheese's location would have a standard balcony stage instead of the shelf balcony stage hybrid from the original location. It is thought that most of the animatronics from the Surfers Paradise location were sent to the Carindale location, though they did have the rainbow variant of the Warblettes. Because of the possible reuse of most of the characters, it is likely that the location kept the Madame Oink animatronic until they received the Helen Honey cyberamic for the bandstand show in around 1984. It is unknown if the original Grundy's Dolly Dimples cyberamic from the cabaret room was moved to the location. Not a lot of info has been found about the restaurant, and we only have a couple of photos of it as of right now. For a while it seemed like Charlie Cheese's had big potential in the country, and another location was being planned in Parramatta, New South Wales, a suburb of Sydney. But eventually, The location would start to lose business, and the Parramatta restaurant would be cancelled due to the financial struggles of the company in late 1983. The restaurant would last for about 3 more years until around 1986 when it was permanently closed, likely due to the lack of business. The current location of the Australian Chuck E. Cheese's animatronics is unknown, but there have been multiple rumors about what happened to them, like them being in storage or getting destroyed after the closure. Chuck E. Cheese hadn't made any attempts to make a return to Australia since the location's closure until 2025, when they announced their return to the country. Their first restaurant will be in Perth, Western Australia. This new location will open in a couple of months.